For millennia, humanity has been locked in a silent, relentless war. This is a battle not waged on open fields with steel or fire, but within the sacred microscopic landscapes of our own bodies. The enemies are ancient, insidious, and devastatingly effective. Rogue cells of cancer, unseen invaders of viral infections, the slow, creeping decay of heart disease, the eventual, inevitable failure of our most vital organs. From the humble herbs of ancient apothecaries, to the gleaming scalpels of modern surgery, powerful antibiotics, aggressive chemotherapy regimens, each a testament to our enduring will to survive and overcome. Yet our weapons have often remained crude in their application. The equivalent of carpet bombing a city to eliminate a single target. Chemotherapy, a lifesaver for some. It floods the entire system with poison, ravaging healthy cells alongside the cancerous ones, leaving a trail of collateral damage that weakens the very body it aims to save. Antibiotics, miracle drugs of the 20th century, now facing an existential threat from resistant superbugs, their power waning with each passing year. Our interventions are a trade-off, a brutal negotiation between cure and consequence, often leaving patients to suffer. This conflict has defined our existence, shaping societies, fears, and hopes. We extended lifespans and conquered plagues, yet the fundamental nature of the fight remains unchanged. We are still outsiders looking in, trying to influence a complex biological system with imprecise, overwhelmingly large tools. The scalpel, precise in a surgeon's hand, blunt against cellular disease, fighting a microscopic war with macroscopic weapons has reached its limit. The time has come for a new strategy, a paradigm shift in medicine. The next leap won't be a bigger hospital. It won't be a sharper blade, nor a stronger chemical cocktail. It will not be wielded from the outside, but deployed from within. A new kind of army is being marshaled in advanced laboratories around the globe. Not soldiers or chemicals, but machines. Machines built to fight at a scale we've never commanded, the nanoscale. Imagine a weapon so small that it is dwarfed by a single red blood cell. Imagine a medical device not the size of a pill or even a grain of sand, but measured in billionths of a meter. This is the new frontier of medicine. In labs from Boston to Beijing, scientists are meticulously constructing an invisible army of nanorobots. These are microscopic machines, engineered with atomic precision, designed for a single profound purpose: to navigate the intricate highways of our bloodstream, to hunt down our oldest enemies with unparalleled accuracy, to repair our bodies from the inside out. This is not a distant dream. It is a silent revolution happening right now. These nanoscopic soldiers are being designed to be the ultimate special forces in medical warfare. They can be programmed to seek out and identify specific markers on the surface of a cancer cell, ignoring the healthy tissue that surrounds it. Once at their target, they can execute their mission with surgical precision, delivering a lethal dose of a drug directly into a tumor, or using focused energy to heat and destroy it from within. This targeted approach promises to eliminate the devastating side effects that have long been the hallmark of diseases like cancer, transforming a brutal body-wide battle into a localized, efficient, and far more humane intervention. The potential applications extend far beyond the realm of oncology. Envision nanorobots capable of patrolling our arteries, acting as microscopic plumbers that can identify and dissolve the dangerous plaques that lead to heart attacks and strokes. Picture a future where neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's could be halted in their early stages, as nanobots deliver regenerative compounds directly to dying neurons, or clear away the toxic protein buildups that cause cognitive decline. This technology could one day allow us to repair tissue, fight infections, and monitor our health from within, long before any symptoms ever become apparent to us. This is the dawn of a new era, We are standing on the precipice of a medical revolution so profound, it will redefine our relationship with our own biology. The crude instruments of the past are set to be replaced by an intelligent, microscopic force that works in harmony with our bodies. This is a transformation unfolding in the most sacred and intimate place of all, inside us. The journey is just beginning, fraught with immense challenges and profound ethical questions. But the first soldiers of this nanoscopic army are already here, and they are preparing to change the course of human history forever. To truly comprehend the revolution that is unfolding, we must first journey to a world that is impossibly small, a realm governed by physical laws that defy our everyday intuition. This is the nanoscale. The prefix nano comes from the Greek word for dwarf, and it represents 1/1,000,000th of something. A nanometer is 1/1,000,000th of a meter. It is a scale so minuscule that it is difficult to grasp. A sheet of paper is about 100,000 nanometers thick. A strand of human DNA is just 2.5 nanometers in diameter. If you scaled a marble up to the size of the Earth, a nanometer would be the size of that same marble. This is where life is built, atom by atom, molecule by molecule. At this scale, familiar forces lose power while others become dominant. Gravity becomes almost negligible. A nanobot doesn't fall through the bloodstream. It is swept along by powerful currents. Instead, friction, viscosity, the stickiness of fluids become massive obstacles. Moving through water is like a human trying to swim in thick honey. Brownian motion, the chaotic jostling of molecules, is a violent, perpetual storm that can throw a nanobot off course in an instant. This alien environment demands a new approach to engineering. The classical mechanics of gears, levers, pistons are largely useless here. Scientists must think like chemists and biologists, manipulating the forces of this realm. They must design machines that harness the stickiness of surfaces, exploit chemical gradients, and withstand constant molecular bombardment. They are not smaller versions of large machines. They are entirely new devices built for nanoscale physics. This is the world medical nanorobots are born into. Not tiny submarines in a passive river, but sophisticated travelers in a dynamic, hostile biological ecosystem. Their journey is a testament to human ingenuity and to our ability to master a domain once invisible. By learning the language of the nanoscale, we begin a new chapter in medicine. The first generation of nanoscale explorers is already here, and they are poised to venture into the vast inner cosmos of the human body. In the long war against cancer, our primary weapon has been chemotherapy. While it has saved countless lives, it is a brutal, indiscriminate weapon. It attacks all rapidly dividing cells, not just cancerous ones, leading to devastating side effects like hair loss, nausea, a compromised immune system. It is a scorched earth strategy. Nanorobots promise to change this paradigm completely. They are the special forces, the elite operatives designed for missions that demand stealth precision, zero collateral damage. Their goal is not to flood the entire body with poison, but to deliver a lethal payload directly inside the enemy's command center, the tumor cell itself. The most advanced clinical applications of nanomedicine today involve targeted drug delivery. By loading a nanoparticle with a potent chemotherapy drug and coating its surface with antibodies that recognize proteins unique to cancer cells, we create a smart bomb. These nanobots circulate harmlessly through the body, ignoring the trillions of healthy cells they encounter. Only when they physically dock with a cancer cell do they initiate their attack. The cancer cell, tricked into thinking the nanobot is something to be consumed, engulfs it through a process called endocytosis. Once inside, the nanobot, triggered by the cell's internal acidic environment, breaks apart and releases its full concentrated dose of poison from within, killing the cell with maximum efficiency and minimal collateral damage. Beyond acting as simple delivery vehicles, nanobots can become weapons themselves. One of the most promising techniques is photothermal therapy. This uses nanoparticles made of noble metals like gold, which strongly resonate with and absorb light of a specific wavelength. After gold nanoshells accumulate in a tumor via the EPR effect, a near-infrared laser, harmless to tissue, is shown on the patient's skin flesh. When the light hits the gold nanoparticles, they convert that light energy into intense heat. This localized hyperthermia, above 42 degrees Celsius, cooks the tumor cells from the inside out, killing them while leaving surrounding healthy tissue unharmed. Another method, magnetic hyperthermia, achieves a similar result using a different form of energy. Iron oxide nanoparticles are guided to the tumor. A machine generates a high-frequency alternating magnetic field. The nanoparticles vibrate and produce intense, localized heat. This lets doctors treat tumors deep within the body, far beyond the reach of light. These energy-based therapies represent a fundamental shift. We are no longer just delivering a chemical poison. We are using externally controlled nanomachines to physically destroy the tumor, cell by cell, with a level of precision that was unimaginable just a decade ago. It is a cleaner, more elegant, and potentially far more effective way to fight cancer. Cardiovascular disease remains the leading cause of death globally. At its core is often a simple plumbing problem, the slow, progressive buildup of fatty deposits, or plaques, on the inner walls of our arteries. Atherosclerosis narrows the vessels, restricts blood flow, and can ultimately lead to a catastrophic blockage causing a heart attack stroke. For decades, our solutions have been invasive and reactive, involving bypass surgery inserting stents to prop open a clogged artery. Nanorobots offer a tantalizingly different vision: clean our arteries from the inside without a single incision. Researchers are designing nanobots that act as microscopic plumbers programmed to seek out and dissolve plaques. One strategy: nanoparticles loaded with drugs that can break down cholesterol, reduce inflammation driving plaque formation. Engineered nanoparticles with surface molecules bind to plaque proteins. Injected into the bloodstream, travel to disease sites and release their payload into the plaque, slowly dissolving it over time. Not an emergency fix, but a preventative therapy to reverse disease long before it's life-threatening. In an acute stroke caused by a clot in the brain, speed is everything. Current treatments inject clot-busting drugs into the bloodstream, but risk dangerous bleeding elsewhere. Nanotechnology offers a safer, targeted approach. Nanobots coated with clot-busting agents actively steered with magnetic fields to the blockage site. High local drug concentration dissolves clots faster, lower overall dose reduces side effects. Nanorobots can also help heal damage after a blockage is cleared. Stent insertion opens an artery body can form scar tissue, restenosis, which can reclog the vessel. Next-gen stents are coated with nanolayers that slowly release drugs to prevent scarring. Advanced concepts. Swarms of nanobots after a heart attack deliver regenerative molecules, deliver stem cells to damaged heart muscle. This could reduce scarring and encourage growth of new, healthy tissue, improve long-term prognosis. Not just clearing a blockage, actively repairing the heart. Behind every futuristic vision of a nanorobot hunting a cancer cell lies a profoundly human place. The laboratory, where the work is done, not the isolated workshop of a lone genius. Sprawling interdisciplinary hubs, where traditional boundaries between fields dissolve. Medical doctor specializing in oncology, quantum physicist, atomic scale expertise, chemist synthesizing novel polymers, software engineer designing magnetic guidance algorithms, biologist at the bench, toxicologist running assays, material scientist analyzing microstructures. Fusion of disciplines, the engine of the nanomedical revolution. Crucibles of innovation around the globe: MIT, Stanford, Germany, Switzerland, China, Japan, South Korea. Governments are funding this field. Private institutions are pouring billions as well. Inside clean rooms, the work unfolds. Beneath powerful electron microscopes, a world of immense patience. A single success may follow 1,000 failures. The daily cycle: design, fabrication, testing. Design born on a computer screen, synthesized molecule by molecule, verified with instruments imaging individual atoms. Testing starts in petri dishes, then complex tissue models, then after years, animal studies. Each step is a critical hurdle, methodical, incremental, often frustrating, not fiction. The team is driven by a vision: ending suffering. Researchers who've seen medicine's limits, engineers building at impossible scales, doctors dreaming of better tools for patients, awareness of the long road, the technical hurdles, the responsibility. These labs, not just science, but arenas of hope. Every powerful technology holds a dark mirror, a reflection of its potential for harm. For medical nanorobots, the most immediate fear is the risk of malfunction. These are, after all, machines, and machines can break. What happens if a nanorobot's navigation system fails, causing it to deliver a toxic chemotherapy payload to a healthy organ like the heart, or the kidneys? What if a swarm of nanobots designed to dissolve a blood clot is activated at the wrong time, causing catastrophic internal bleeding? While designers build multiple safeguards into every system, the complexity of the human body's environment means that unforeseen interactions are always a possibility. The consequences of a single microscopic failure could be devastatingly macroscopic. Section 4. The ghost in the machine: hacking, control, and weaponization. The risks of nanorobotics extend beyond accidental malfunctions into the realm of deliberate misuse. As these devices become more sophisticated, incorporating sensors, processors, and wireless communication capabilities, they also become potential targets for malicious actors. The concept of biohacking takes on a terrifying new meaning in a world with machines inside our bodies. Could a hacker intercept the control signals for a magnetically steered nanobot, diverting it from a tumor to a healthy artery? Could they trigger the release of a drug payload prematurely? This would transform a healing device into an internal, undetectable assassination weapon. Section 5. The gatekeepers of tomorrow: ethics, access, and consent. Beyond the risks of malfunction and misuse lies a landscape of profound ethical questions that will shape the future of our society. The most immediate of these is the issue of access and inequality. The development of medical nanorobots is incredibly expensive, and the first therapies to emerge will inevitably carry a high price tag. Will this revolutionary medicine become a privilege reserved for the wealthy, creating a new and terrifying biological divide? The principle of informed consent, a cornerstone of medical ethics, also becomes vastly more complex. How can a patient give truly informed consent to a treatment that operates on a level they cannot see and in a way they can barely comprehend? How do you explain the long-term risks of a technology when those risks are, by definition, still unknown? The line between therapy and enhancement is another ethical minefield. The same nanobots that could repair dying neurons to treat Alzheimer's could potentially be used to enhance the memory or cognitive abilities of a healthy person. These are not questions with easy answers. They are being debated today in universities, government committees, and international forums. The choices we make now will determine whether this technology leads to a future of universal healing or one of deeper division. Section 3. The invisible revolution: a new relationship with our bodies. The most important revolutions are often the ones we cannot see. While our attention is captured by rockets ascending to the stars, by the glowing screens of our smartphones, and by the ever-expanding power of artificial intelligence, another transformation is quietly beginning. It is not happening in the sky above or in the digital cloud around us, but in the most intimate and sacred space we know: inside our own bodies. In the coming decades, billions upon billions of intelligent, microscopic machines may begin to travel through our veins, becoming silent guardians, tireless protectors, meticulous mechanics for the cellular machinery of our lives. This marks a fundamental shift in our relationship with our own biology. For all of human history, our bodies have been a black box. Nanotechnology promises to give us, for the first time, a presence inside that box. It turns our bodies from a place of mystery into a realm we can monitor, interact with, repair with precision. Medicine will no longer be something that happens to us in a hospital bed, but something that happens for us continuously and autonomously from within. Today, we think of health as the absence of symptoms. We wait until we feel pain, discover a lump, suffer a debilitating event before we seek help. In a future with nanomedical sentinels, the paradigm will flip. Health will be defined not by the absence of sickness, but by the continuous active presence of wellness. Nanobots will patrol our systems, detecting the earliest molecular whispers of disease, a handful of cancerous cells, the first signs of arterial plaque, a subtle imbalance in brain chemistry, and neutralizing the threat long before we are even consciously aware of it. It is a future where a diagnosis of stage 4 cancer might become a historical curiosity because the disease is caught and eliminated at stage 0. It is a future where the emergency room visit for a heart attack is replaced by a routine, preventative nanobot infusion years earlier. Section 4, the moral compass of the microscopic, our choice to make. With this godlike power to rewrite medicine comes an equally immense responsibility. The same technology that can be programmed to seek and destroy a cancer cell could, with a different set of instructions, be programmed to seek and destroy a healthy one. The same network that monitors our health for our benefit could be used to monitor our lives for someone else's control. We need robust regulations, transparent regulations, globally enforced regulations. The ethical debate must also move beyond the walls of academia and government and into the public square. It is a vast ocean of possibilities, and our choices are the rudder that will steer the ship. The scientists who build these machines, the companies that fund them, the governments that regulate them, and the citizens who will one day receive them all have a role to play in this navigation. The ultimate question is not only what these incredible machines will be able to do, but what we will choose to do with them. The journey inward has begun, and it will change us forever.